Tonight, our special transmission as a report by Al Jazeera Media shows powerful US-made MK-84 bombs were used to bomb the Al-Mawasi camp. Assalamu alaikum and good evening. This is Muslim News Canada on Muslim Network TV. I'm Zahar Sayed. Today is the 343rd day since the onset of Israel's war on Gaza. In the past 24 hours, Israel's military operations have intensified in Gaza, resulting in the killings of 40 Palestinians. Amongst the victims are 2 children. The Israeli army continues to demolish buildings near the Netzarim axis, a critical separation line between northern and southern Gaza. Artillery strikes have targeted a home in the Al-Mawasi area, killing 5 civilians. A woman and 2 children are amongst the casualties. An Israeli warplane has bombed a residence in the Nuseirat refugee camp, killing 2 Palestinians and injuring 9 others. Sabra and Zaytun neighborhoods are under heavy bombardment. Witnesses report multiple injuries, with victims being rushed to the Al Ahli Baptist Hospital. A devastating strike on Al Ishreen Street in the Nuseirat camp has killed a woman and a child. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres has called for an immediate ceasefire. Guterres denounces the horrific violence following the attack on Al Jawni school. At the time of writing, at least 41,118 Palestinians have been killed by Israeli forces in the past 11 months. 95,125 have been injured. The World Health Organization reports that over 22,500 Palestinians have sustained life-changing injuries. A report from July in the British medical journal The Lancet estimates that the death toll in Gaza could be as high as 186,000. Israel faces accusations of genocide at the International Court of Justice. Despite this, it continues its blockade and widespread devastation of the besieged enclave. A report by Al Jazeera Media says US-made MK-84 bombs have been used to target the Al-Mawasi camp in Gaza. The camp was a UN-run school turned into a shelter for displaced Palestinians. It was in the so-called safe zone. The deadly airstrike has killed at least 19 Palestinians. 22 are still missing. The MK-84 bomb is known for its devastating impact. It creates a blast radius of 365 meters and is strong enough to obliterate buildings and vaporize anything nearby. The intense pressure wave ruptures lungs, tears apart limbs, and bursts sinus cavities of up to hundreds of meters away from the blast site. The bomb weighs 2,000 pounds. They are the heaviest in Israel's arsenal. Armies tend to use this bomb sparingly, but Israel has been using it heavily on Gaza. The attack has left massive craters and caused widespread destruction. This could be seen in the aftermath of the destruction in Al-Mawasi. Body parts are scattered across the camp. The use of such powerful bombs in densely populated areas has raised serious concerns amongst the international community. Humanitarian organizations condemn the strikes as war crimes. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres is calling for urgent reforms to reshape global institutions ahead of the pivotal summit of the future. In a powerful video statement, Guterres criticized the UN Security Council and international financial systems as outdated and ineffective. He says these bodies are unable to address complex challenges today. He also says the Security Council is stuck in a time warp. He is calling for structures that reflect current geopolitical realities. The Summit of the Future aims to strengthen multilateralism and modernize global governance. Guterres says there is a need for updated financial architectures to tackle issues like climate change, conflict, and economic inequality. He is urging leaders from 190 countries to seize this opportunity to build a safer, more sustainable, and equitable world. The high-level week begins September 22nd and promises critical discussions on the path forward for international cooperation. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer has dismissed calls to tighten restrictions on arms exports to Israel. Starmer has affirmed the United Kingdom is fully complying with international law. This comes as lawmaker Brendan O'Hara condemned Israel's use of heavy bombs in civilian areas during a recent parliamentary session. O'Hara criticized the government for exempting F-35 fighter jet components from a recent arms license suspension. Starmer responded by emphasizing his government's adherence to legal standards. He assured the House of Commons that the government is continuing efforts to secure the release of prisoners and deliver essential aid. Additionally, Starmer announced plans to discuss the issue with U.S. President Joe Biden today. Recently, the United Kingdom has suspended 30 of the 350 arms export licenses to Israel. The Noguchi Museum in New York City has fired 3 employees for violating its new dress code by wearing Palestinian headwear keffiyehs. The museum is known for its roots in Japanese American art. It says it has banned staff from wearing items with political messages to avoid alienating visitors. One of the dismissed employees, Natalie Cappellini, accuses the museum of targeting the Palestinian cause. Over 50 employees have petitioned against the decision. In solidarity, activists have launched the campaign #Palestine in the museum. Visitors are encouraged to attend the museum wearing keffiyehs and call for an end to colonialism. The staff at Brampton Civic Hospital in Ontario has shaved the head of an 85-year-old practicing Sikh. Joginder Singh Kalar says his head was shaved last month without his or his family's consent. Long hair is considered an integral part of Sikh faith. The World Sikh Organization of Canada says hospital staff have violated Kalar's religious principles by removing his sacred beard while he was unconscious. The William Osler Health System has pledged to conduct an extensive review. That's all from our Toronto studios. Thank you for watching Muslim News Canada. We are a community channel dedicated to bringing you stories you can trust. Please like, share, and subscribe to our content. You can also comment to let us know what you think of our coverage. You can donate now by visiting muslimnetwork.tv/donate. For more content, keep watching Muslim Network TV. Assalamu alaikum.